Hello and welcome to another Dominion League season. This is my first match of the season, and I'm playing against Heth, who I think I've played before at some point, maybe in a tournament. I don't exactly remember. I'm in the D3 division this season, and this board has... well, it certainly has payload. The thinning is not amazing. We've got trade, which isn't really thinning. It's just improving, I guess. And then we've got remodel, which is also not really thinning unless we're turning stop cards into non-stop cards. So not a whole lot in the way of thinning here. We've also got pretty limited villages, although fishing village is gives a little bit more reliability of village effect, but there's a lot of terminals on the board and relatively few plus actions, so that's something to keep in mind. So I think we probably do want to remodel. Just go remodel fishing village, I guess. At some point, we probably want a whole bunch of chariot races, some bakers, and then we need to figure out like what we want to spend our terminal space on. Not really sure about that at this point, but I'm going to grab the remodel, I think. We can potentially trade coppers into silvers and then remodel the resulting silvers. It's not going to be like super fast though, so we might have to like look at sort of having copper in our deck. I think I'm going to grab a fishing village. Okay, so we could just jump straight to artisan here. Double remodel, interesting. Turbo. I think I will grab an artisan. Do I want a Faithful Hound? Faithful Hound Vault is kind of sort of a thing. I don't know if it's what I really want to be doing here, though. I think I don't have like a ton of terminals right now, but fishing villages are going to be pretty valuable just in general. I'm thinking I probably just want to grab another one of those. The alternative is to grab another remodel, I suppose. I don't know how I feel about double remodel though, because remodeling coppers doesn't look particularly good. Faithful Hound. It's really too bad that I couldn't at least hit 3 here. Is a form... We're probably more likely going to be wanting to draw with Wild Hunt, though. Because of the payload option it provides. Yeah. Don't really think I want that. Alright, here, I think I'm going to go ahead and top deck an estate in hopes of colliding it with my remodel. Well, wait, what am I going to gain here? That's kind of important, isn't it? I could also top deck the card that I gain. I could just take a baker. I could take a wild hunt. I'm going to have a fishing village. I guess taking a wild hunt looks pretty reasonable. Okay, let's do that. Top deck it and just grab another fishing village, I think. At some point, we're going to want to start picking up chariot races, although with all these coppers in our deck, they're not going to be that good. We're going to need to hit a trade before we really want to do that. We could trade 1 silver here, but that doesn't look super hot. I think I'm gonna just grab another Wild Hunt. Ah, damn it. I was really hoping to see a Wild Hunt here. How many fishing villages do I have? I think I have 4. I really don't want to like lose the split. I think that's pretty important. So I think I am just going to actually grab 1 more probably. I got 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, here, yeah. It's possible that my opponent remodels into Fishing Village and buys Fishing Village or something. I would prefer to use this to buy a Wild Hunt, but just make sure. Okay, 2 Fishing Villages in play, that's good. All right, there go all the Fishing Villages. Some cards. Some more cards. Okay, so we could trade here. We can also top deck another Wild Hunt. I mean, we could play a Wild Hunt. I'm not sure. Not sure if that really makes too much sense versus top decking. We could also potentially take a Wayfarer, but I think I generally just prefer to have the Wild Hunts. So we remodel a state in a chariot race. I guess we're going to do that anyway. And so what do we have? We just have 3 coppers in a chariot race in our discard. But like drawing that stuff up doesn't really do anything. So yeah, I think I'm going to take, unless I wanted to buy a platinum. But yeah, I think I would actually rather trade anyway. At some point, it's going to be correct to just take the points here. Okay, we could artisan for something before we play the chariot race. Let's grab a baker. Our other fishing village. I'm gonna remodel silver. You know, we might want some plus buy at this point. Although it'd be better to gain it with the artisan. If I'd known I was going to draw the fishing village, I would have taken a. Well, no, then I wouldn't have drawn the fishing village. Maybe I should have just taken a merchant guild. I'm just looking at, like, I could buy a platinum here, right? But would I rather trade again? I think I might actually rather trade again. Well, either way, I'm going to be doing this. I kind of think 1 more Wild Hunt. Like, we didn't draw a deck here. Yeah, let's not add any stop cards. Let's trade. So we've trashed 4 coppers now. So that's pretty good. We probably don't need to do any more trades. I guess we'll see. Hopper into Faithful Hound does not really impress me. I guess it's better than nothing. Oh, good. We found our artisan. Well, I wonder if we would just want to take the points now. Well, we do have more wild hunts down there. But if I don't find my other fishing village, well, I guess if we remodel a silver, we'll still have 10 coins. I mean, we could consider just buying colony this turn if I top deck. Wait, no, 5, 6, 7, 11. I'm not sure how to play this. So I'm going to top deck a card. I'm going to have a 2 in 5 chance. Two cards to see. My opponent has 2 wild hunts and I have 5. So I should have 2 wild hunts down there. Yeah, let's draw. Well, crap. Didn't find the fishing village. I should have realized that that was a risk. Alright, I think I am just going to take a colony here. We probably have enough wild hunts at this point. Probably just want to grab bakers and maybe a merchant guild. Definitely not going to do like a mass merchant guild thing, but we could get one. I might even have too many wild hunts, to be honest. But that's okay. Our deck is not going to be drawn reliably enough that when I say too many, I don't know if I really mean it. Okay. So we have 1 wild hunt down there. I want to remodel this estate. I want to artisan, probably for just baker. If we do that, we can take the points and still have enough to buy colony. The alternative is to top deck this wild hunt, but we have another wild hunt in those 5 cards, so we shouldn't need to do that. Well, we can top deck it, but let's turn you into a chariot race by colony. At some point, this deck is going to fall apart as I keep adding stop cards, but I mean, that's going to be true for my opponent too, and they're behind, so I think I'm in pretty good shape here. I guess top decking 2 wild hunts wouldn't have been a bad idea, but getting the points while they're piled up is going to help keep my opponent from catching up. Seems like my opponent, they have 2 Faithful Hounds. I guess that's not really enough to like do a ton of stuff with a Vault, but it seems like that's kind of what they either need to do that or maybe they're just going to remodel the Hounds. I don't know. The remodel. They are getting more gains than I have with the Merchant Guild and the second remodel. They didn't have 2. They had 2 remodels and they remodeled one into an Artisan. Okay, we can cherry erase another Baker. Go ahead and do that. I don't think I care about the plus buy really, and nice. How much do I care about the points versus playing this remodel? I think I'm going to take the points. I had an estate in hand. But I don't, so... Need a wild hunt. That's good news for me. I thought they would... I guess they can't gain Wayfarer here. Like, because I think what my opponent wants to be doing is investing in different draws. They're not feeding me points off the wild hunts, but that's why they took Wayfarer last time. Or maybe just because they could afford it. I don't know. I'm actually a little surprised I haven't dudded yet. This could be it. I could take the last wild hunt, and I could still afford a colony and reduce the number of estates to 4. Or I could top deck this wild hunt. But I've got 3 wild hunts in those 15 cards. Oh, I've got to... I guess it doesn't really matter if I top deck... Well, if I top deck colony, I can... Now let's top deck estate, I guess. Okay, this could be a dud. The point is now there's only 4 estates left. I can find a remodel and remodel estate to estate. All right, we've already seen the Artisans, so it doesn't matter when we play the Chariot Race. Oh, well, all right, I'll do that. That worked out. I mean, I guess I would have drawn it anyway, and I would have seen it with Chariot Race, so maybe that was actually bad as it turns out, but yeah, whatever. Let's draw with these things first. So we could take, like, how many wild hunts did I play last turn? 1, 2. I gained 1. So I have I have 6 wild hunts. 3 of them were there. I have 2 here. I have 1 more down there. So I really want to find... If I can find remodel plus wild hunt, I can just win this turn. I could also empty 3 estates, but let's play this for cards. Okay. Yeah. Let's just play this for cards then as well. All right, let's just go ahead and go points, model that into a state, colony, and yeah. Not really sure how I got so far ahead. Might have just been draws or something. Didn't seem like what we were doing was all that terribly different at the beginning. My opponent opened double remodel, but I didn't notice them particularly suffering because of that. So, I don't know. It might have just been because I got the early artisan, which getting the fishing village early did help with. So I was getting wild hunts sooner. I don't know. Anyway, got Lost Arts. So we could stick Lost Arts on Rabble and have tons and tons of draw between that and Den of Sin and such. We don't, however, have any thinning. We do have plus buy. But I think, well, opening Quarry, I mean, being able to buy an early Rabble is actually like pretty good here because of Lost Arts. Although it's not going to be trivial to hit 6 by any means. The other way to do it is to just get some dens on 5 and then. So you could open Ironmonger. Probably. They are going to want at least 1 silver. Think about Quarry Storeroom. I think I will get the Quarry. Pick up a silver later, I guess. I think I am going to get the Storeroom. My opponent might have a 2-5 since they opened Settlers. I have to imagine they do. And yeah, sense. All right. This is probably just Rabble. And we're really going to want to hit Lost Arts because we're going to be over-terminaled. We can also get some Ironmongers to try to help with that, but once we have Lost Arts, the Storeroom should be the only terminal in the deck. We gotta get there first. Clearly we draw 2 cards here, and then we pick up an Ironmonger. Okay, decent chance of hitting 6 here, but not great. We hit 5, we'll grab a Den. We somehow only hit 4, which is possible, then another Ironmonger would be pretty sad. And then another question is going to be whether we end up going for Duchy Duke or just provinces. We don't have to decide that now. Yes. Okay, sadly our Ironmonger is that card, so I think we're going to just not discard anything and then discard 2 and take another one. We can't hit 5 anyway without finding the quarry, so that's not going to happen. Double rabble. Makes sense. Okay, now hopefully we can actually start stuffing rabbles into our deck. We'll probably need to pick up some treasures at some point. Damn it. Maybe I should buy a den here and not a rabble. Since I don't have the plus buy and I have the money for the den. Yeah. Let's make the storeroom Terran as good as possible. Would have really liked to see the storeroom with the quarry, but I guess something that rabble attack actually helps. Something I need to look at is picking up some market squares. That'll help too. All right, I want that. Yeah, this is just going to be double rabble, I think. I guess it could be den rabble. I wonder if that's better. Might be better. Cool. Okay, we definitely need to get another buy now. Good square. Even if we hit a lot of money, I think we need that. All right, we've got an Ironmonger in those 4 cards, but we've also got a rabble. Okay, yeah, so we don't want to discard anything for cards. Let's grab a rabble. Square. Rabble will do a pretty good job of providing pain to a Duchy Duke deck for what that's worth. Just because it'll have that many more green cards in it. Okay. So we just slam the rabble pile. Picking up another buy. We could. probably, we've got the 2 ironmongers. We could probably afford to go for another storeroom. That would increase our payload more. We get more ironmongers. Well, maybe now is not the time for that, but later. How much more draw do we need? 3 rabbles. I mean, I'm okay with splitting the rabbles. I guess it doesn't really make sense to get 5 rabbles given how much draw I already have, though, right? So we could go like gold, rabble, ironmonger. Consider getting another quarry, but I don't think that makes too much sense. My opponent could just go triple rabble here. And then they'd have 5? I thought that doesn't make sense. I only have 4. I don't know. Okay, well. Guess discard all of this for cards because I want to see all of my rabbles. That may have been a mistake. Guess it was fine. I guess there's no reason to play this rabble. Okay. What did I force my opponent to discard? 2 rabbles. 4 rabbles. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna stop here then. Alright. I think I'm gonna get another den. Let's click on that. We could go Province Market Square. We want to go for provinces. Yeah, that seems fine. Use the Market Square to get like more ironmongers. Next turn we're going to want another den, but could get a dungeon instead. I think I want the additional buy. Ouch. My ironmongers. Yeah, that is a shockingly bad turn for my opponent. I mean, it's because I discarded like almost all their rabbles, but like we also got to keep in mind that fleet's on the board. At some point we got to get that probably. Settlers is actually pretty reasonable here as a pickup as well, and it's free with additional buys because you can discard if you get an action, you can discard to storeroom and then pick the copper back up with settlers. So that's notable. Oh. Okay. What did I discard? 2 Ironmongers and a Rabble. So I do have 2 Rabbles in those cards. Okay, so I don't want to discard for cards. I guess we're not buying a province this turn. We're gonna buy another den. We're gonna buy 2 Ironmongers. Dungeon? Or Market Square. So right now I have 4 buys in my deck. Piles are kind of low. Certainly not low enough. Buys that we have. If we get up to 5 buys, you still can't really threaten a pile out. But how valuable is the dungeon? It would be nice to get a second storeroom. I just don't know if I can reliably enough hit the plus action, even with 4 Ironmongers, that I feel comfortable with that. But then again, being able to find... Yeah, I think I am actually going to take another storeroom. I'm fine with that. Also with that. Well, that's not great. This could be a pretty bad turn. Could be a pretty bad turn. Rabble, Ironmonger, 2 Rabble, Ironmonger. Score doesn't matter so much. Rabble, 2 Ironmonger. So all of my other Rabbles are down here. That's not great. So long as I find a storeroom, I'll be alright. Oh, right. I forgot I was going to draw 4 cards. That definitely helps. Yes. Okay. We've discarded 3 coppers. We have 2 more Rabbles down there. So we can draw 6 cards plus Market Square. So 7 cards. And draw through 7 cards. We've also got the second storeroom, so we can discard a lot here. I guess in terms of discarding for cards, this should be sufficient. And then we just discarded 4 cards. So we have 8 cards to go through. This is a rabble. We have 8 cards of draw, so we don't really want to discard anything for coins right now. I mean, the Ironmonger potentially makes it 9 cards depending on what it hits, but or like almost certainly it does. I guess we could discard 1 card with the expectation that no matter what it is, we discard with Ironmonger. Yeah, that seems fine. All right. Okay, so thinking about taking both of the remaining dens, my opponent, I have 5 buys. My opponent has 4. Take both of the remaining dens. I can pile out next turn with a 2 province lead. So let's take a province. And then might as well take a settlers. And then probably, we don't need another buy, so we probably would prefer dungeon at this point. It's like, no way my opponent can get 2 provinces and 4 ironmongers, let alone more than that since they're first player, so pretty good shape here. And I also have like 8 cards of duration draw, so even getting rabbled left and right shouldn't be a big problem. Doesn't matter. I'm not sure if it was correct for me to sort of let my opponent win the rabble split, but it seems to have worked out. I don't remember what I bought. I was like gold rabble and a market square maybe that turn that I... Gold rabble, ironmonger. Oh, I guess I couldn't have afforded 2 rabbles after buying the gold was the deal. Yeah, I wanted the gold because didn't have like that much payload. Yeah, I don't know. It could have been correct to go rabble, ironmonger. Like in theory, you can get most of your payload from storeroom, but things have to line up. So I don't know whether that was correct or not. Like I said, it seems to have worked out. I mean, the dens do some work, obviously. And I have more ironmongers than my opponent, which is relevant. Obviously now I also have the extra storeroom, but I didn't at the time. Anyway, it's hard to see how I don't just win this turn. Even if my opponent buys fleet, I can buy fleet. I guess 4 ironmongers and fleet is kind of a lot, but are they even going to be able to like buy double province fleet? Maybe. But with only 1 storeroom, I don't know. I mean, I guess at worst here, they have like 18 coins if they discard their hand. Assuming they have the golden hand, that's 20 coins. which is still not enough for double province fleet. They do have a silver, so I guess they could have 21 coins. That would be exactly enough for double province fleet, which is probably what they would want to do at that point. But apparently they don't have... Wait, why? Oh, they have dens in hand, of course, of course. Of course. Well, so maybe they go like province... Oh, you can go for duchies, I guess. Sure. Dukes, though, you're not going to get enough duchies to make the dukes good enough. All right, so maybe I will end up regretting not having an extra buy, because if I empty the ironmongers, I can't get many points. I mean, I could go like quad ironmonger fleet and still be reasonable shape, but it's probably better for me to just pound the province pile. On the province pile. Up, 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 up. My dens of sin are not in sync, which is unfortunate. But if I can triple province this turn, I'm going to have a huge lead. I guess there's a risk. If I do that and I don't take fleet, there's a risk that I lose to like a double turn from my opponent. I guess we'll see. All right, we can... Actually want to be hitting coins here. That's not happening. Damn it. All right, let's play this dungeon. It does reduce my hand size a bit, which is unfortunate, but... Oh, wait. Okay, so we have one more rabble down here. So we want to... So we're going to draw... Well, what we want to do is discard a copper for a card so that we have a chance, or maybe just discard like all of my treasures for cards, what makes it more likely that we draw the estate and not a treasure? Oh, it doesn't matter because that'll be the top card of the deck. Okay. Well, it matters a little bit, I guess. Because we won't have the estate in the discard pile. I want to hit a coin with my ironmonger, is the point. Okay, so we're gonna draw essentially 5 cards. No, wait. 4. Does this even make sense? We get the coin from the ironmonger, but then we don't get it from the storeroom. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe what we want to do is discard green, have the ironmonger, draw the extra card. Draw that, we discard a green card, we draw, yeah, I think that's correct. Yeah, I cannot go fleet double province, sadly. I could empty the ironmongers and buy fleet. I go into that with a 6-point lead, but only 2 dens in play and a dungeon. My opponent has 2 dens and no dungeon. And I do have the 6-point lead, and I have the additional buys. I would also have 4 more Ironmongers in my deck. I would also have these 4 dens of sin. That's the unfortunate part. And I can storeroom them away, potentially. The alternative is I go like province. And some of the Ironmongers. Like, is there any chance that they can... If I do... See, the thing is, if I empty now, they get 1 turn and then I get 1 turn. And I already have the lead. They go like... I don't see how they end up beating me there. Well, the good news is that they didn't like discard any of my good stuff. Because I had bad cards on top that they got blocked by. So my good stuff is still down here. I'm gonna feel like a fool if I manage to lose this game. I still think my position is very strong. I've got more buys. So for some reason, it ended up being more points to get duchies and dukes. I mean, they have the 2 duchies, but I can't see how that beats out provinces anyway. Like, a duchy plus a duke is more than a province, and you'd have to get... Yeah, there's no way. It's just going to be provinces. And they're not going to do any better than triple province. And then all I need is like double province estate, which I should be able to do. So I think I doubt that they can get triple, but maybe they can. I guess this time they can discard their dens. So they should be able to get triple province. But I can discard my dens. So because they have 21 right now, 21 cards in hand, but silver gold bumps that up to 24 exactly. +1 from silver, +2 from gold. Oh no, wait, but they have to play the storeroom. So maybe they actually can't triple. Will make it even easier if that's the case. Unless they have another... Oh, but they don't have a plus action. I was going to say, if they haven't had another settlers, and they could play that after the storeroom, but they don't have any plus actions, and now they're at a point... Oh, they haven't discarded a dungeon yet, which on the one hand means maybe they can set up plus action with Ironmonger, but on the other hand means their hand size is going down even more. I guess if they play Ironmonger now and hit Copper, 19 is still not enough, I think. So they get 20 money, -1 for the playing the storeroom is 19, 20, 21, 22 coins. Yeah. So then Duchy, Duchy, Duke, Duke might be the most points for them, or it might just be double province, double estate or something. Oh, they did buy another silver, so I might have the count slightly wrong. But yeah, they still can't triple. It was up by 1, but they were short by 1 nonetheless. They've only got 4 buys, so they can't go like Duchy, Duchy, Duke, Duke, estate. They could go double province, duchy, of course. Double province, duchy, estate. Which still loses to double province from me, right? Yeah. So. And I don't think any combination of duchies and dukes is going to do better than that. Double province, duchy, estate is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points. £12 if you just get 4 duchies. You can bump that up to 14 with duchy, duchy, duke, duke. Yeah, it's just double province, duchy, estate, and pray if you're heth, I think. Okay. Well, we found an iron, or a plus action, so that's good. I guess I actually want to keep that because I don't want to have like reveal it again. Okay, so you gotta like storeroom. I guess we'd want to do the same thing we did last time, basically, where we. Oh, but it doesn't actually matter because we don't have a. Okay, so we just do. Oh, no, it matters because we want to play the settlers. Okay, so we do. Well, it doesn't matter how many cards we discard. What matters is we discard. No, it does. We want to top deck a treasure so that we draw the treasure. Okay. And then we do this. We do that, and we do that, and we do that, and we do this. I probably didn't need to go to such lengths, but whatever. Alrighty. Wait, what? Oh. It seems to be having some connectivity issues. I was like, I've never almost clicked the add bot button before. Why would that happen? Oh, I see. Okay. Ooh. Oh, Exorcist. Okay. I was going to say no trashing. But there is trashing. Not strong. Thinning. But maybe strong enough that we need not get Sea Hag. One can hope. There is draw as well. Border Village Barge, so there's draw and there's plus buy. So I think this is just Silver Exorcist. It could be... could be Warehouse Exorcist, I guess. But we're going to need a silver. Probably more than one, really. Get going. Start hitting 6. Well, we can buy an expedition here, and then we still only hit 5. I guess that's fine. We can get a barge. All right, we should be able to get a border village here. Border village barge. I don't know if we ever take Swamp Hag or not. Probably we do at some point. There's no way to use the other buy. Glad we didn't draw the Exorcist. Should I expedition here? Probably. Probably. Wow. No border village. That is unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Really want to be able to afford another border village. So I guess I'm going to draw. But that's really unfortunate. Ah, gosh. I mean, I couldn't really expect to have a border village in this hand, but damn it, that's so annoying. I could have gone next turn with that barge, but then I would have been in an awkward spot in terms of having potentially like 3 barges and only 1 border village. I mean, if we're really lucky here, we draw a border village with this wisp. It's not very likely. I think if I were... Well, no, Heth only has 2 barges. I have 3. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Oh, frig. We could skip the Swamp Hag by going Expedition here. We've only got 4 coins. I mean, we could draw, right? And hope to hit Border Village Barge. Which we'd have a reasonable chance of doing. I think it's probably better to just take the Expedition. No, I mean, that's like way overdraw, really, but oh. So annoying. It's really tough. I'll also take a peddler. The cost of a curse. Ugh. Let's expedition for now, and then. Oh my god. Border villages are both bottom decked. Thank god I have the duration barge. I mean, it would have been fine. Like, if I'd drawn the cards last turn, presumably I would have drawn these. I don't actually know whether it goes left to right or right to left there, but. Yeah, this definitely does not feel like a game that I am winning. Oh no, they can march. March again. Frig. I mean, if they keep doing that, they're gonna stop drawing. Because they only have the 2 barges, but still, it's pretty obnoxious. Actually, a little surprised heth didn't draw here. Oh, wait. No border villages. I see. But yeah, I'm expecting the border village. Oh, no. I go with the barge. Okay. Well, that means I'm not getting swamp tagged this turn, which is swamp hagged? Yeah, which is great. News. All right, so we have 2 buys and 8 coins. And 8 coins is not enough. Not enough. But it means we can't really make use of these buys this turn anyway. So let's. I mean, we could take now to get an extra peddler, I guess. Go border village. Swamp hag, double peddler. Versus drawing 6 cards next turn. I don't think I need to draw 6 cards next turn. Could be wrong, but I want to add some payload. I mean, the swamp hag will help, but not this turn, so extra peddler. Made it 10 coins, 9 coins if I exercise, which means I can march something this turn. Piles are going to be real low here. We're also going to have to look at, like, we're getting swamp hagged, maybe picking up another exorcist or something, although that's going to be hard to do with opponent swamp hags in play. Yeah, this is going to get ugly pretty quick here. I would expect border village, swamp hag, peddler from my opponent here. They could take a barge and march it if they have more coins in hand. I don't know what they're holding on to in hand. Oh, bandit. Okay, interesting. A swamp hag. Maybe they're planning to march next turn. Bandit's a good pickup. I mean, that's a way to add payload for sure. Okay, so we have 10 coins. We could take so many curses. right now. I mean, we can. Unfortunately, we can't double Border Village. If I could double Border Village, that would help alleviate the problem. I cannot. I think I will want to trash a copper. I do like the bandit pickup. I can't. Hmm. Well, we might as well buy an expedition. That doesn't come with a. Although we could march a barge instead if we pick that up. The question is, are we going to march a swamp hag next turn, or do we want to pick up another swamp hag here? Marching swamp hag is pretty expensive. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just take the swamp hag now. An expedition. Take a curse to take a peddler. That doesn't seem correct. But then again, I did have overdraw this turn. Although I'm killing a copper and I'm gaining a swamp hag, a curse, and then potentially another curse. But I also did buy the expedition, which I did not have going into last turn. Yeah, alright. I think I'm gonna need the payload. So the bandit could trash my silver, which would be not the best. I could do that. Would like one. I just think that getting this swamp hag into play every turn is going to be pretty valuable. When I say I would like one, I mean a bandit. I'm expecting my opponent to take the last border village, and unfortunately, I believe that means they'll have 6 to my 4. I haven't had too much issues at terminal space so far, but become an issue. Playing, and I guess if we play like 3 barges, a swamp hag, and a bandit, that's our terminal space. We could also look at getting an imp at some point. That would help. I would think they would want to, that my opponent would want to march. Oh. I was going to say I would think they would want to march swamp hag here. Guess not. Surprising. Did they not play any? They did play a duration barge. Huh. Because they could have gone Border Village Swamp Hag, March Swamp Hag Expedition. And then had the Swamp Hag in play. What did I discard? Copper and Wisp. So I want to save a Wisp if possible. Didn't really matter, I guess. Okay, so let's... Yeah, I do only have 4 border villages, but somehow... Oh, because one of the barges I'm playing as duration, right? Yeah. We could just go Bandit Peddler Province, I guess. Although... might be a good idea to take an expedition. I think we need a province. I think we're at that point. Wouldn't say no to a second exorcist, but we did have a little bit of overdraw this turn. Seems clear enough. Well, it seems clear enough that we're going to spend one of our buys on a peddler. So let's do that. And then the question is... So the problem with the Bandit is it's adding a lot of stop cards that we need to support with draw. Like if we take another peddler, that's pretty okay. If we take another barge, more reliability. I mean, so this turn we had 13. Peddler gets us to 14. We would like to be able to threaten double province, I guess. That's pretty valuable. I mean, a silver would do the trick, I guess, but I can see the value in having a bandit instead. All right, let's do it. I kind of just wish I had one more buy, too. So I could get more peddlers. Piles are going to be a real concern as well. Peddlers are cheap, and you can, like, empty the curses. First, I mean, right now, my opponent couldn't win by doing that. Well, and they don't have enough gains anyway. Curses get a little bit lower, though. Go, like, barge, barge, barge. Curse, curse if you had 5 buys. See it that way. You'd have to have a lead, obviously. If my opponent takes enough curses here, that's something I can look at. Well, unless they take a province themselves, which they probably will. So in hand, Exorcist, Curse, and I don't know what. More copper, I guess. Must be. Let's trash that much copper? How did they do that? Okay, they finally get the other Swamp Hag. Yeah, so I definitely am not going to be able to... And what did I discard here? Peddler Barge. We want to play the wisps. Oh, that's really annoying. Wow. Okay. Well, we need to take another province for sure. And I have to take an expedition, I think. Make up for that lack of a barge. There's no way it's correct to buy a peddler. Take a curse. Really too bad I couldn't buy double expedition. If I'd had that other peddler, and if that hadn't gotten flipped by the bandit, then I would have been able to buy double expedition. What is not to be? Maybe I shouldn't have even played the bandit. I mean, if I hit... more with my wisps, I can still draw a deck, but... Well, player Swamp Hag, no reason not to. This game ended up feeling closer than... so bad. It's stuff Wisp can't draw on its stop card. Anyway, this game ended up feeling closer than it seemed like it was going to be at first, but I still think I did not recover from having slightly worse early shuffles. So Heth can just take double province here and be pretty safe. Did you take 2 more curses? In a way, that's a good thing for them because it gets them closer to being able to... I guess I can see them preferring to take province and some expeditions, though. Province triple expedition is definitely an option. It's not like I'm going to be able to pile out, so... So I guess Heth's hand right now is Exorcist, Curse, Curse, Province. Yeah, okay, double Province. Yeah, you know, I actually think in retrospect that Heth probably should have gone Province and Expeditions, but whatever. Nice. Okay. Better than last time for sure. Oh god. Oh god, we didn't get to the Swamp Hag. Get to our other barges. 2 barges in those 5 cards. Also some border villages, so next turn will be alright. We want the gold. Well, I'm gonna buy some expeditions, right? Oh, but we're in a rough spot with respect to province count. Okay. Oh, and we only have 2 buys. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I don't know how to deal with that. I think I just need heth to dud. Not playing the Swamp Hag means that it's harder for heth to pile. So I guess in that sense, that's good. Gaining the gold seems honestly not great. Yeah, I think I might just go double expedition. Trash a curse. I mean, if I want to be able to threaten triple, which I probably can't anyway, but if I want to, then I probably do need to play the bandit. Not marching the Swamp Hag also means it's going to be a card I have to draw through. Heth only has to take 2 curses. So like triple barge. I mean, triple barge, curse, curse will be enough as it is. Heth can manage it, which probably can. So yeah, I just need them to dud. And if they do dud, let's assume for the sake of argument they dud, but they get a province. They're at least 21, maybe 22 if they manage to trash a curse. If I double province after that, I do win. If they get province duchy, though, I need double province duchy. I have double province in hand right now. So I guess the other thing I could do, if I double province right now, so I go up to 12 points, the curse, trash, and then I go up 10 points to 21. And all it needs is province estate, and they do have Swamp Hag and a barge in play. There's no way. They're gonna be able to double province. Right. I mean, it's just not very much I can do. But not taking the curses probably is just better, so I guess I'll play the bandit. We discarded a border village and a province. Well, a border village is a good discard, province not so much. Alright. Let's just go double expedition, trash curse. Hope for the best. Probably isn't going to be very good, but I know you have a barge, so play that. Yeah, this is almost certainly going to be at least double province. At which point, I don't think there's any point in continuing. Province expedition. Yeah, sure, peddler. Or 2. I think Heth was thinking that they were going to pile on peddlers and curses, but there's no swamp pack to play. But I bought peddler first and then stopped, I would guess. But it doesn't matter. You just go province, expedition, peddler from here, and we're in great shape. Wait, you can just buy... Oh, no, you need your 1 buy short. No, but if you undo, you can buy barge, curse. Yeah. Do. Pressed undo. Maybe I should just resign and spare them the trouble. I mean, right? They had 5 buys, so they could definitely buy 3 barges and 2 curses and win by 1. Or not. I mean, this is still... They played the swamp pack, right? So, like... I mean, if you're not going to empty, you go expedition peddler. Like, that seems clear. So is there any way for me to win from this point? I have to take 2 curses, so I'm at 10 points. 16 points. They did not play any duration barges. So that's something. I mean, I'm sitting here. I might as well play my turn. I don't think there's any way for me to win, but I'd like to be wrong. So, like... Province double duchy is well short. Yeah, I just whatever. They should have already won the game anyway. I think I definitely should have gotten another barge at some point. I'm not sure when. Should have done it. So here we do have trashing. Don't have like a whole lot of payload. I guess there's platinum. Don't have too much draw. Like scholar and library are both pretty awkward given that the payload is pretty much just treasures. I guess Slay, but Slay, Hamlet Slay is not really draw. And there's not enough village support to really make like a terminal draw DTX thing work very well anyway. So this is looking pretty money-ish to me. Which maybe means we don't care about Temple. We gotta hit Colony, though. Yeah, we probably care about Temple. So maybe we just open Temple Silver. we could angle for cemetery instead. Seems pretty whatever between the two. I mean, I guess if we get a bunch of merchants and some platinums, a silver, a couple silvers, whatever, we can hit colony. Maybe we'll get a sleigh. Huh. Sleigh temple. Unexpected. What do we do on 5? Venture's pretty bad. Could just take merchant for sure. Or no, or one more silver before we go for merchants. I don't know. We're not super likely to pair them up right now, but we do have trashing. Yeah, let's grab a merchant, I guess. Nothing here. Yeah, nothing for my opponent either. We just trash the Haunted Mirror. We probably should just trash the Haunted Mirror. Oh, that's cute. I don't really know what the Hamlet does here. Unless you're investing in library or scholar. And I guess it gives you plus buy. Plus buy doesn't seem very important right now, but I don't know. Maybe at some point makes sense to have it. I mean, I guess if I hit 2, I could consider getting a Hamlet over a sleigh, but I don't know that I ever will. Like, I think my deck is already getting to a point where it's going to be hitting at least 3 every time. And like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, having the plus buy as an option for the late game definitely could be relevant. Even just picking up an estate late could be relevant. So it is something to keep in mind. I don't understand the issue there, but okay. Um, what happened? Oh, my opponent doesn't have a silver. Oh, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. We could take the temple points. I mean, then my opponent just bought a copper. Like, what is their deck even at this point? You have a haunted mirror. Oh, you just didn't. Okay, you probably miscounted your deck. I see. It's kind of a lot of temple points. Sure. There is, I guess, a chance that I hit like one coin this turn, depending on what I draw. Well, maybe not. No, because I don't have another. No, if I draw two temples, that's the world. Don't really understand what my opponent is doing, which is scary because if I don't understand what they're doing, then there's a possibility they're doing something very intelligent, but I guess there's also a possibility that they're doing something silly that won't work. God, oh my gosh. That feeling when you actually have to play all of the horses that the sleigh generates. Or maybe Heth still has one horse in hand. I don't know. I can't keep track of these things. Okay, there's the silver. This is just another merchant, right? Yeah. Eventually, we're going to be able to buy like platinum off these merchants or something, so that'll be good. Or we can do a big raid. I don't know if... Wait, no, we can't. No, merchants are not silver. Never mind. I mean, we could raid, but it wouldn't be big. It seems like they're trying to set up getting a ghost, which I don't really understand. Like, it seems like more trouble than it's worth, but... Okay. Alright, this turn, I think we're guaranteed to be able to buy at least gold. Do I have 5 merchants? Yeah. So, yeah, unfortunately, I don't have enough for platinum. But I can take a gold and then I will. I'd consider returning the temple at this point, but I don't know what I would take with it. A venture? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Oh, you didn't have enough for platinum. That's weird. I mean, Venture is another stop card. So right now, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I take platinum and I have more than enough for colony. Um, maybe keeping the temple around and just turning it into a duchy later is better, and or trashing. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't see why how Venture helps me at all right now. Just don't. Just don't. I could trash the gold now and still afford colony, which I'm not going to want to do immediately, but I could consider doing, like, as my deck approaches not being able to afford colony anymore, because, like, I have added too many colonies or whatever, too many stomp cards. That could also be when adding a Venture starts to make sense. You take platinum, interesting. I guess ghosting horses is pretty good if you're, like, playing Slay. Like, if you... Oh, but you ghosted a secret passage. Well, okay. I guess hadn't played Slay anyway. We're already gonna have 5 stop cards. So, I mean, maybe we do want the Venture now. Yeah. Well, okay, so worst case scenarios here. Like, if we draw all of our stop cards with no merchants, we still have 10 coins. We could buy another platinum. I would rather keep it for the duchy potential. That worst case scenario is going to get worse and worse as we add more colonies, of course. Well, this turn worked out pretty well for my opponent, but they did have the Ghost in play. And they're going to stop, like, actually drawing all this stuff soon enough, I should think. The fact that they still have a copper left is kind of bad, too. I would think you would want a colony at this point. Colony Temple would not be crazy. Just, like, grab the points and, like, look at crashing the copper. And maybe the... Well, I was going to say maybe the Venture, but then, like, what are you doing with the Temple? You turn it into another Venture? I don't know. venture. Okay. Good, we saw the colony. I did want to draw through that here. Should have thought a little bit harder about whether I wanted to do something with the temple. You did get to ghost a horse. That is really good. There's no denying it. Exact same hand as last time. Let's see. And the next hand is Merchant Colony. Turning the temple into a venture could definitely be helpful. But I still think the duchy thing is the way to go. I mean, I could definitely see this being the turn where I say, oh, if this was a venture, then... So the hope here is that my opponent does not have their platinum in, or their platinum, their Hamlet in hand. I mean, I don't think they have enough to double colony regardless, because they haven't, they added like 1 coin since they had that turn with like 19. We have the Hamlet. That's unfortunate. Oh, that's clever. Ooh. That is clever. I mean, I guess I could have done that at any point with a merchant, but I wouldn't have wanted to yet. Okay. Yeah, I would be guaranteed colony here, I guess, although it's not clear that I should take colony anyway, so... As it is, I don't even have province, which is not great. And I can't buy the temple points, which is also not great. It is probably time. If I take double duchy here, though, I mean, maybe I do need to turn this into a venture. Like, if I could have at least hit province here, I'd feel a lot more comfortable. I mean, my opponent is not going to have like an amazing turn this turn necessarily. So there's a possibility that I can like stall for a little bit and come back. Could also raid, potentially. Just if I don't take the duchy, then I have to get the last 2 colonies, basically, because I don't have any plus buy. So I probably do need to take the duchy. And then... I think I'm going to raid. Adding another silver means I'm more likely to pair that with my merchants. Hopefully, Heth does not find the ghost. Odds are they won't. If I don't draw silver here, so even if I do draw silver, I still need to see another silver, a merchant, or a gold. I need to draw 2 non-green cards here, which should be pretty likely. I mean, if I don't see a silver, then I don't hit it regardless. But so long as I see, because like silver alone gets me to 10, so like oh, I don't like that. Don't like that. Oh, well, I guess I'm buying province. I don't like that because my opponent is speeding towards a turn where they get to buy multiple things. I don't know when, if ever, I could have taken a hamlet. I mean, even if I had one, the odds that I could use it to do anything exciting would not be too good. If anything, it's the sleigh that's providing like the burst. Like, it's not much draw in total, but across multiple turns. Oh no, they have a temple. Oh no, I did not consider this. No. No, frig. Okay, the good news is they skipped the ghost. So they colony here, and then if I can province colony and they can't respond, I could still win. I could see them opting for province, though. Like to hedge against that possibility and just wait until they get the ghost again before dipping into the colony pile. That might be the move for them. Of course, if they do that and then like I hit colony 2 turns in a row, then they could lose that way. So it's kind of tricky. Taking colony here is definitely safe, like for 1 turn for them. Of course, I have to go province colony basically. I mean, I guess I could make up the 2 points by taking a cemetery to take a tie. Well, that's not happening. Oh my god. Colony Duchy does win, but like, what are the odds that Duchy is relevant? What else can I do, though? I mean, raiding here doesn't accomplish very much. And then next turn, I'm not going to have a silver to pair with my other merchants, which means I can't hit colony next turn either. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, I probably just lost this game, and that's all there is to it. Okay, I guess there is a possibility. It's remote, but there's a possibility that I can find a silver. Although realistically, I'm not going to be able to. It's not going to be safe for me to take colony anyway, because like that is at least going to hit Duchy or something, and then. That's game. Okay, well, that is not how I expected that to play out. I... Hmm. I did not think that deck construction was that strong, but it definitely worked out. Okay, so... Oh boy. Dominate on 3-card hands? I guess there's some duration draw. Ba-bum. I mean, it's got to be Urchin, right? These caravan guards can do something as well. You do sheepdog stuff here. I guess if you buy cavalry, you can play a whole bunch of sheepdogs. Workshop activates sheepdogs. Supplies activate sheepdog. That's only useful if you want to draw treasures. There's no villages, so you're gonna end up pigging cavalry or raising them, or trashing them to mercenary. There's a very good chance that I pair my urchins next turn. So I think I am going to take Caravan Guard, Silver. I kind of don't want Silver so much. Workshop definitely could be useful. There's a lot of stuff for Workshop to gain. It's just the terminal collision problem. But yeah, I think I'll get a Workshop. If anything, the terminal collision is going to be less of a problem now than it is going to be later when my deck gets thinner. Okay, we're guaranteed, I think, to be able to, yeah, to pair, because we can buy cavalry if we draw. If we don't draw Archon here, we can buy cavalry and then we draw it. So that's good. I guess Talisman could also be a reasonable pickup, actually. And I think a little awkward, but dang it. I didn't want to have to buy the cavalry, but I will. Would we rather gain horses or workshop something? Well, I mean, honestly, horses are probably better right now, just to like hit to get to mercenary more quickly. So let's do that. And I guess we're going to take supplies here. I think raise is not a thing that we're going to bother with, given that we have mercenary anyway. I also don't anticipate wanting a second mercenary. I think I basically never do. Comes the mercenary, I'm guessing. No? Oh, I might end up regretting discarding that estate. Might well regret that. Nope, no regrets. I could buy cavalry. Cavalry. I mean, I've already hand size attacked my opponent. But if I do get to play the mercenary this turn, it's one more turn at thinning. Yeah. Five. I don't need that. We could buy another cavalry. We've seen all of our estates, so we know we're not running into any action cards. Then we can buy supplies. The alternative is to buy like a caravan, I guess. Cavalry. I guess we discard the cavalry. I mean, could discard the supplies, I guess. This has the potential to be a pretty sad draw off the mercenary, but what can you do? And that is the downside of stuffing all these terminals into my deck and figuring, oh, I can play them with Way of the Pig. Is like if mercenary starts in my hand, well, not so much. Oh, actually, I said caravan, but I think, yeah, my opponent's been gaining sheepdogs, and I think that is what we want to do between cavalry and workshop. Sheepdog is the pickup. Once again, we have this choice. We could buy a cavalry, and see what we draw, but I think I don't want to play the workshop. I've been gaining enough. Well, now I kind of do want to buy a cavalry because I have 5 coins in hand anyway. Skip this stuff out of the shuffle? Yeah, sure. Yeah, cavalry and sheep dogs gonna run real fast here. Oh, it hadn't occurred to me that you can use sheepdog for plus action that way. That is good to know. I don't want to. Should I just discard a horse so that I can activate this sheepdog with the cavalry? I probably should. Yeah, I would totally overlook that you can play sheepdog as pig and get a village effect. That's very notable. And makes sheepdog that much better, yeah. Um. Hmm. I would like to get the last two sheepdogs, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna have that option. If I buy cavalry, realistically, I will draw the horse from the supplies. That will help. Yeah, okay. Ah. Do I not have another sheepdog? Guess that's possible. Alright. Well, that didn't really work out. I'm gonna have to settle for 4 sheepdogs. Yeah, I didn't realize that. All 3 of them is. Oh, right, but 2 of them weren't activated. That was the problem. Hmm. Maybe it's correct to discard the cavalry. We've got more where that came from. No fair. Yeah, I got the mercenary first, but my opponent's deck is working way better than mine is. And they're gonna get the last sheepdog. Frustrating. If I could have lined stuff up last turn to get to play workshop and gain like buy a sheepdog, it would have been fine. But as it is, my deck is going to be a lot more limited in what it can do. I wonder, maybe Dominate never comes into play here. Kind of forgot about it. We were having fun with Cavalry and Sheepdog. Oh. Well, that's unexpected. Okay. Alright, let's play at least one of these for action, because we're going to need that. But how many? That's the question. Not all 3, probably. Okay. Talisman does threaten to just, like, end the game. Well, no, it doesn't, because there's no plus buy, and the cavalry are all gone. Okay. I was thinking about, do I want to take a duchy, but I guess I don't really need to. do I need? I'd love more draw, so like caravan, it's reasonable. Caravan guard is also pretty reasonable, but I think regular caravan is better. Once again, do I keep the cavalry or not? I guess we'll see. Maybe it won't actually attack me. It really will. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, we could play workshop instead. Does it matter? I think it matters. Well, if we know we're not going to play all these cavalries, we should pick one of them first. Like, we can't, right now, we could play workshop cavalry, cavalry. Those could be our terminals. We don't really want that to be our 3 terminals, so let's do that too. Okay. Maybe we even want to pick this cavalry as well. Workshop, mercenary, and then, like, we've got more cavalry. We might be able to draw another sheepdog, I thought. I don't mind trashing the urchin. We've already got enough to draw deck right here. So let's... What do we want to workshop for? No, wait, no we don't. We have to play these as pigs. I mean, I know I have multiple coppers still, so I guess... Urchin. Man, my sheepdogs are like all on the bottom. In fact, now I have like more sheepdogs down here than I need. 4 cavalries, and I think I have one more down there, but I'm not positive. I guess I could take another workshop. I don't know. Already have enough to buy whatever. We could take a talisman of our own. Be able to buy, like... I can see the value in it. Yeah. Yeah, this was silly. Alright, well... Yeah, I died. I just had way too many sheepdogs at the bottom of my deck. That was the problem. Okay, so we're gonna run out of stuff to trash here. We could just go double silver and plan to trash like urchin silver. Way far away from dominate. You can also trash some cavalry, I guess. Also a double talisman. Threaten a pile out that way. I mean, we don't have a points lead, so I don't know if it actually threatens anything, but we took 2 talismans, we'd have 3 talismans, which means we'd have 4 gains. Maybe I should have taken another workshop. Could have drawn around to it. We still won't have very many coins even if we take double silver. It's just going to be hard to actually play the mercenary. So I guess we probably won't. We'll probably just be playing Urchin. If we make that assumption, then double silver gets us to 7 coins, which is a far cry from 14. Need like a bunch more gold. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't even get us to I mean, workshop can get us to province money, I guess. It's tricky. It is tricky. I guess there's also the possibility of trashing horses. If we can play enough cavalry, but that's going to be pretty difficult. Somehow my opponent still has an estate. I wonder if that's intentional. Doesn't seem like a correct move. Double caravan, okay. More draw, but not more payload. Alright, 3 sheepdogs. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's get more information before we play the workshop, I guess. Reactions. Yeah, I mean, I think I can put that. Oh. Oh. So we want to draw more. Yeah, I think I'm going to go that. I think we're just not playing the mercenary. Probably. Well, we can play cavalry this way. Alright, I want a caravan with this workshop, I think. Cavalry. See if I can hang on to this horse. Yes, I can. Oh, I could top deck horse. Sure. Right. So take a gold, we have 10. There's no way heth can empty piles next turn, right? Because like workshop gaining workshop doesn't gain anything. Talisman is 2 gains, so you have 3 gains, but not 5. Yeah, I think gold. I mean, double silver is more money and provides more potential fodder, but it also provides more dud risk. And there's also the like farmland gold into province. I guess. Well, it's more points. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the gold. Right now, heth can't hit province, and I can. So even putting aside dominate, got that option. I don't think it can be correct to discard sheepdog. If heth ends up playing mercenary, then there's a lot of not pig. Feels like for whatever reason, heth's deck is just not quite working as well as mine, but I don't know. Maybe that's not true. Oh, I probably got to discard sheepdog to this. Right? I see 4 cards to activate the sheepdog versus 6 cards. No, I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough call. I do have a lot of horses in my deck. I guess there's an argument for not... Although I only top decked 3 horses, not 4, so... Whoa, where'd all that copper come from? What the heck? You just, like, weren't trashing copper this whole time? Weird. Okay. Well, heth could buy province. Not sustainably, though. I mean, workshop can make it sustainable, I guess. So they may be going for dominate as well, then. Whew! Okay. Hmm. Hmm. So how much money do we have in our deck? We have 2 supplies. Gold, silver, talisman. 5, 6, 7, 8. That doesn't seem right. Oh, 2 silvers. 10, right. Just thinking about trashing horse talisman. That gets me to 11, which doesn't really do anything, but... Well, if I trashed, like, double horse or something... and workshop for a silver. In theory, I could dominate. But to do that, I need to draw more, which means I play the horse. All right, so should I workshop for a silver? Well, I guess I can play this cavalry either way, because we've got more cavalry down there. We discarded 2 horses, so those last 2 horses can be the cards that we trash with the mercenary potentially, although draw around to them first. Don't want to trash the urchin at this point. Okay, we could trash these 2 horses. Let's do it. All right. Now we workshop. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so we workshop for silver. We drew the silver. These all horses? Why would they all be horses? I'm confused. Why do I have... I played a cavalry normally. Damn it! I could have played that cavalry rather than pegging it. Ah! Mistake. Mistake, mistake, mistake. Okay, but maybe we don't actually want this many horses top decked. Or maybe it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think having 4 horses top decked is better than 5. So let's do that. But I should have played that cavalry. Now this turn, in order to sustain hitting dominate, I have to gain another silver and trash horses. But after that, I might be able to do otherwise. Need to look back at what I actually played. So 9 coins from silver and gold, 10, 11 from supplies, 12 from the talisman. So if I trashed talisman horse, I'd go down to 11, then up to 13. So I actually would have enough, even gaining supplies that way. So that's good to know. Right, I had 12 in my deck, add a supplies, go up to 13, trash talisman, go down to 12, mercenary. Now, then I still have to end up gaining a silver, but the point is then I don't have the talisman in my deck, which I think is a good thing. And yeah, heth can't hit dominate yet, so like that gives me a pretty big advantage. Unfortunately, the piles are just high enough that I can't gain talisman and then empty this turn. Okay, do we activate this 1 sheepdog, or do we cantrip a cavalry? We don't have the card in hand that we want to trash with the mercenary. There's a horse. So like that's kind of awkward. I think I'm gonna do this. So yeah, we could now, although it probably makes more sense to play this horse and hope to trash a horse later. Okay, so do we workshop for supplies, or do we workshop for... If we workshop for supplies, we have to play the mercenary to hit dominate. If we workshop for silver, we don't. On the other hand, we do get an extra stop card in our deck. Sort of. I mean, we get the same number of stop cards. We don't get a horse. I think... I think I'd rather not rely on having to play the mercenary. All right, now we're low on stop cards, so let's play a sheepdog. Play a sheepdog like that. Okay, I think we can get there now. The problem... Oh, we don't have to play the mercenary. I forgot. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right, so let's not play the mercenary this turn. Okay, good. We get to play cavalry. And now, this turn, we'll look to play the mercenary to get rid of the talisman and hopefully pick up a supplies to replace it or something. My opponent... I wonder if we keep cavalry in hand over urchin. I guess we probably do. Anyway. If my opponent gains caravan, we will have the option to... Oh no, wait, no, that's not even true. No, never mind. Gaining one talisman still only turns into like 3. Workshop gaining talisman does not increase gains on the turn that you gain the talisman. So yeah. So the fact that we're up by an extra dominate is obviously really, really good. Yeah, I guess we can always play the cavalry as a pig, so there's no reason to keep the urchin, really. I mean, other than making sure we get to attack at least a little bit. This turn, we can probably workshop for a caravan. Still hit dominate. Get some more reliability. Because we are adding provinces to our deck, you know. That's... it's a stop card. I guess depending on whether... I mean, I assume Heth will hit dominate this turn. Like, there's a world in which what we do is we trash the provinces to mercenary. But I think we'd have to be living in a world where we were up by like 3 dominates before that started to make sense. So if our opponent has 15 points, and we trash 12 of our points. We go down to 18. We dominate again. I mean, I guess that would probably be safe. Trashing one province would probably be safe. So that is something to consider. We could trash like province, talisman, maybe. Oh, if we trash the talisman, we need to pick up a supplies at some point. So maybe we wouldn't end up workshopping for caravan. All right, yeah, so this should be a dominate. Yep, okay. All right, this is not too bad. Well, that's not great. That's not great. Okay. I mean, it was going to happen eventually. I guess we just take province. We are up by a dominate, which means we've got a little bit of leeway. And there's no guarantee that heth doesn't run into the same problem. Treasure-wise, I have an extra silver, but they had to play the mercenary, so they have to have fodder for the mercenary. They do have an extra caravan. Oh, I guess they're getting some money from caravan guards. Still, so long as I can... I mean, if they hit dominate again and I hit province again, and they hit dominate and then I hit province again, so they've like triple dominated and I've dominated twice, but then have like 5 provinces, I think I win in that situation. I'm up by 2 provinces, and they have, yeah, I am. So, and that's assuming, well, it's assuming a lot of things. Yeah, I mean, the caravan guards are definitely like nice, but shop for workshop, interesting. Don't quite understand the reasoning there, or maybe it's just because, I don't know. There's no way heth can be looking at a pile out talisman stuff, so I don't really get adding another workshop. It just doesn't make sense to me. Trashes 2 cavalries. Oh. Guess this has got to be caravan. I got to be able to try to activate my sheepdogs. I guess needed that just to be able to hit dominate. Okay, so I think at this point we want to put horses into our shuffle more than we want to play workshop. Although it would be nice to get like another caravan in. My opponent could empty, but if I can hit dominate this turn, which I guess is not a given. Yeah, probably taking another caravan is not wise until I know that I can. So let's do this. let's start with 1 for draw, like that. 2 for draw, like that. Action. Oh boy. Well, we could trash Talisman and something. Workshop, Cavalry, I don't know. Looking dicey for sure. Probably better to pig the workshop, I guess. Okay, this is more like it. Okay, so we can play a cavalry and activate at least 1 sheepdog, but we've only got 1 other sheepdog in here, so we might as well pick at least 1 cavalry. Unless we want to trash cavalry, I probably should have been thinking about that. Hmm. 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 I mean, trashing cavalry talisman is safe enough, I guess. So we can pick. Well, wait. 1, 2. Yeah, we have another cavalry in here. We also probably have more horses. I mean, we definitely do. Right. Bada. We don't have a caravan in place, so we do have. I think I'm actually going to pick this one too. 6, 7. Got a gold down here. Got a caravan. Got another supplies. We have a 4th silver? I think so. Maybe not. Oh no, wait. Looking at the wrong thing. 4 silvers, yeah. So we have these 6 cards. We have a silver, a gold, supplies, province, caravan, and presumably a horse. We have 6, 7, 8 coins. If we trash the talisman, we go to 9 coins. Which means we have to find gold, silver. We can afford not to find the supplies. So worst case, we draw a province and one of those treasures, and then we can't hit it. We play the cavalry. I mean, if we trash a province, like trashing a province here. Yeah, this is the last cavalry in here. If we draw the horse, yeah, I guess we'll just hope for the best. Okay, drew gold caravan. I think we did it. Yes, we did. This is not the best of starting hands, admittedly. We have 2 caravans in play, though. That'll help. And realistically, we don't need to dominate this turn anyway. We just really need to hit province. If we do that, there's not really any way for heth to win, I don't think. Because at that point, like if heth dominates, heth has 45 points. I have province. Assuming heth doesn't dominate this turn, because that's not very safe. But like as they eventually do, if that's 45, I take a province, I'm at 57. And now they need like a whole mess of duchies. So should be in pretty good shape. Boy, this has been a long match. It's not. Does heth buy province without dominating? No, that doesn't make any sense. I guess heth just has to buy like farmland or duchy. And just like, or hope for a tie, play for a tie, dominate if possible. Well, probably not possible looking at this hand, but like take either the province or I don't know. Okay. Not really sure what that is accomplishing. The mercenary is an interesting thing because that can generate money, and I wouldn't see if I were to dominate this turn. Well, I've got 6 coins in hand. Oh, do I just have the win? No, just kidding. There's 2 provinces left, of course. Right. All right. Let's just play the cavalry then. Yeah. Okay, we can already hit province. I think I will do that though. Oh, they can react with caravan guard. I'm seeing like so much of my money right now that hold on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I would rather have horses than anything else in my deck, so let's do that. Yeah, this should be pretty over. I assume heth wasn't even able to afford province last turn. No caravans in play, so good thing that I don't get hit by the mercenary here. Or urchin. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, there's just no way for heth to come back, but that's enough. Okay. Maybe part of the reason is because heth has been having connectivity issues that like could be slowing them down a little bit. Just talking about how the match has been taking a little while. Crabcat 2 and Molefan 2. Wow. Where are Crabcat and Molefan 1? Oh. Farewell, Molefan 2. Did not mean to suggest that you were less valuable than Molfan 1. I was just wondering. All right. Cemetery and Goat Herd and Trader, I guess, are the trashing. Got Alms. Well, we've got Den for draw, I guess. And, like, we can use Hound for some draw as well, with these villages. So, yeah, we can do some stuff. I guess Courtier is plus buy. We've got dual types, but no triple types, I guess. Courtier. Still, dual type will do. Well, I guess Ghost is a triple type. So you can do that. There might be enough actions that it doesn't really matter, though. Triumphal Arch. So gonna want obviously 3 of each of the villages and hounds. Triple Courtier is a little bit much, maybe at the end of the game. And I don't imagine we're gonna want 3 goat herds, but maybe. As far as the opening is concerned, we can Alms for Cemetery and get some nice trashing in. Maybe we never get a goat herd. We probably still do at some point, just to clean things up. I guess I can also imagine a scenario in which you, like, have Trader and then turn Cemetery into some silvers, and that's our payload, but yeah, probably not. I mean, with Courtier in the board, why would you do that? So probably we do get a goat herd just to clean things up a little bit later on. We could even open it with Alms, like, I mean, what? Well, this is interesting. This is interesting. I think we do want a ghost here. So we don't want to trash the mirror, and we do want to get an action into our deck for when we trash the mirror. We also would like to hit 5 for a Courtier relatively soon, because if we're doing like rapid trashing with Cemetery Alms, then we're going to need to add payload, and that's going to be Courtier. Of course, we can always Alms for silver too, but like, the question in my mind is, do we open double Alms? If I had a 5-2, like, that would be amazing, but we don't, so. The fact that Heth opened Alms for Cemetery on a hand with presumably 4 coppers and an estate means I think they're planning to double Alms. Double Alms leaves us with like a 5-card deck and 1 estate. No estates. 2 cemeteries. And a copper and a haunted mirror. And then we... Oh, interesting. Alms for Trader. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you Trader the cemeteries, you ramp up your payload that way. That can be a way to hit Courtier. But is it the best way? It's the alternative. I would like to get an action into my deck so that I can get a ghost to pair with the Courtier. We're buying Alms any which way. So we take like Blessed Village. We can Alms for Cemetery, get a ghost. The ghost won't be very good until we get the Courtier though. So the question is, how are we buying Courtier? Um, hmm. Trader Cemetery is like too many silvers. Trader Estate, though. I mean, if we alms for... Well, if we alms for silver, we don't have an action in our deck. This is tough. Plus Village, like, might just give us a boon that, like, solves all of our problems. But it also might not. Trader Estate and alms for cemetery, even if we don't trash the Haunted Mirror yet, is pretty good. Or, well, alms for whatever, I guess. I think the Trader play is the best one, because like the Blessed Village thing, if we high roll the boon, if we get any kind of draw boon with the Blessed Village, or like draw deck inspection, whatever, that's all worthless. Maybe deck inspection wouldn't be, depending on the timing, because we might be able to hit 5. No, we don't even have 5 coins in our deck. So yes, we do right now. Yes, we do. Okay. Then like specifically Sun's Gift. God. Like buy gift, the Earth's Gift, action money gift, Field's Gift, Sky's Gift, Mountain's Gift. Those are all really good. All right, I'm gonna try it. Damn it. I think I want this now, so that I can do this. Yeah, okay. Doesn't really work out. We have 2 coppers on top of our deck. If we just keep taking Blessed Villages, we will hit a relevant boon, and we'll also be more likely to be able to like take a ghost and have it be relevant. Although I'm just gonna... There we go. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna take a Courtier. Next turn, we alms for a cemetery. We trash. We get to trash an estate and some copper and discard a Blessed Village. I guess we want to play one of these Blessed Villages. I'm not thrilled about triggering this shuffle, but getting an extra trash in seems pretty good. All right, I think I'm gonna take. I take gain gold here and then trash again. Or do I buy a Den of Sin? Well, I guess gain gold either way. But yeah, I think I want a Den now. Buy coins is definitely nice because you can get like you can alms and then buy something, buy like a fishing village or goat herd. Whoa. I don't know about all that silver. I don't know about it. Here we go. I'm gonna ghost our blessed village. Not amazing, but we need a goat herd at this point, I think. We can hit 7. We can go goat herd. Well, I would like another den though. We'll go den hound. I think I maybe. Oh, I forgot. I was going to draw more cards. Okay, so we get to choose what we ghost, which is good news. All right, so 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Buy coins. So do we want another gold? I think so. All right. On a den. The funny thing is, like, buying another den looks better than actually playing the ghost right now. Maybe that is what I should do. I mean, I want a goat herd, but... It's not really what I want to be... ghosting? Oh, I should have played the ghost. That would have cleared a copper off the top of my deck. I'm dumb. I was like thinking, oh, I don't want to ghost this card that I didn't actually gain. Like, durr. Might end up having to take double down this turn too. Like, just because they're going to be low and we want to have the draw. Like, if Heth takes double den, I probably have to respond in kind. A little unfortunate, but... Whoa, that's so much silver. So much silver. I'm hoping. Oh no. Oh no! You've got to be kidding me. That's so bad. That is so bad. God damn it. Well, nothing for it. Shouldn't have taken gold last turn. That's the moral of the story. Should have counted. And that was like the absolute worst card to find at the bottom of the deck. No question about it. Alright. Well. Oh, right. Oh, actually, let's not do that just yet. Maybe we buy a cemetery here. Another blessed village would certainly be nice. I mean, we could take a goat herd rather than a cemetery. Sorry, not blissful. Courtier, another courtier. Yeah, I think probably we do need a cemetery so that we can then like actually draw this turn. And then one cemetery in the deck isn't going to kill me. Take a Faithful Hound. Having more draw would definitely be useful. We've got these villages. Potentially gain and play golds. Yeah, I mean, it does look... Why do I have 8 points? Triumphal Arch is not Orchard. It's not. It's just not. That's... Simple truth is that it isn't the same thing. You might think so. I certainly might think so. But in fact, it is not. Well, despite losing out on the Den of Sins, I do feel like I might actually be a bit ahead just because I don't have a billion silvers in my deck and relatively few buys to leverage them with. Also, my opponent doesn't have a ghost. They do still have their Haunted Mirror, so like they could get one. The ability to go action buy coins or buy coins gold, I think, is pretty valuable. Crypt. Oh, well, I guess that's one way of dealing with it, but I don't really understand why that would be the to go. Okay, well, we can definitely draw another gold, so we might as well, I guess. Buy coins gold. I don't think I want to add another gold that I don't know that I can draw. So just gonna go action buy coins, especially because I probably don't need this much money anyway. All right, we got to get our orchard points on. We got to get third courtier. We want more buys. I kind of do want more buys because of orchard specifically. I don't mind if I ghost the courtier, I guess. So we go courtier, hound, village, plus village. Let's get the plus village first then. Please. Hound works. Is draw. So yeah, we've got our... Wait, it's not Orchard, it's Triumphal Arch. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Like, why do I made that mistake, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna get more Orchard points. Jeez Louise. Well, okay, I mean, the overall point does still stand. We've got 3 courtiers, we've got 3 blessed villages. All right. So we can go... I mean, we might as well gain a gold, right? Buy gold. Well, we've got... We're gonna have 4 buys. Maybe we don't. I mean, we're not gonna gain as many golds as we could draw, I think. Because... like, we've already got... If we gain no golds, we have 12... not 21 coins. Like, that's enough to buy all the actions we could want, maybe a province too. And all the actions we could want is like more blessed villages and hounds, I guess. So eventually we're converting that to our arch points, presumably not courtier. Yeah. I just don't see... Well... If we wanted to go province, so if we have 21, we can go province, village, village, hound. Yeah, comfortably. Okay. Let's get the blessed village first, I guess. Sure. I'll top deck a village, I guess. That's definitely next turn. We have 5 villages. 3 hounds, 3 courtiers. So if we add more hounds, we get more points. Not expecting my opponent to empty the villages. They might. I mean, even if they do, that's not a big deal. We can still get up to, what is it, 15 points from that if we get 3 more hounds. Prefer to get even more, but, you know, whatever. I mean, mostly I want more villages than hounds for reliability purposes. So I don't want to go 5 into 5 if I can help it, except maybe at the end of the game. But, you know, like I said, I mean, maybe, I don't know, I guess it's possible I should have taken 3 villages, so 2 and a hound, but we also want some draw. Don't have a ghost this turn, although we had way overdraw with it, so. Here comes the triple village. Guessing. Maybe not, but I wouldn't be surprised. It's just like the most obvious. Oh, no, okay. Cool. Another crypt. Oh man. Didn't really want that silver. Oh, I don't. Well, the ghost will take care of it, I guess. All right. So we can go. Yeah, we don't want to gain more gold here either, I don't think. So we'll just go action buy coins. Action buy coins. Buy coins. And we're going to take another village. And we're going to take another village. And suddenly the courtiers are almost out. Interesting. Well, we're going to have a big points lead, so I don't think our opponent emptying that matters. Take another hound. Take a province. Nice, we hit the hound. 1 out of 3. Oh, 3 cemeteries empties as well. I guess I could have dropped it to 1 cemetery, but whatever. I'm pretty sure my opponent does not have the draw to, like, they only had one of their dens in play, and yeah, there's just no risk here. We got this. We got this. Did I have? I didn't have, right? I emptied the villages, and then I did not blow a win. If I had had money in hand to discard to Earth's Gift, then I could have won right there, but you know, whatever. Yeah. Anyway. It's well in hand. That, and that, and that, and that, and I mean, I guess we'll discard and gain a cemetery. And then we'll do that, and then we'll do this, and we'll go buy coins. And do that, and do that. Win the game. Ooh-ah. A successful start to the season? I don't understand. I'm supposed to lose my first match 5-1. I thought that was how this worked. That's what happened the last couple seasons anyway. Yeah, I think so. I definitely think it was a mistake that I didn't manage to pick up the 5th den. Like, my deck would have just been better if I had. Like, there was literally no... There would have been literally no downside the turn that I bottom decked that Courtier to having, like, the extra den, right? Like, I had a bunch of money, didn't have the plus buy. I would have had, like, if I had played my Ghost the previous turn to discard that copper, that might have helped. I mean, it would have made it slightly more likely that, or slightly less likely. I mean, granted, like, I don't know. It would have made it slightly less likely that the Courtier was on the bottom. The way that the shuffle logic works, I think it would have re-rolled it, but maybe not. And like it was in fact the last card, but it would have been one more card that could have been the last card. Anyway, yeah, so definitely it would have changed the odds. But the point is that that definitely would have made my deck better. But I think the real issue here was that, like, the Trader was a bit of a, like, trap. I think there may be a build here where Trader is, like, does turn out to be the way to go, but I don't think heth did it correctly. Like, as I was kind of saying during the opening, I don't think you ever want to trash Cemetery with Trader and get 4 silvers. That's, like, too much silver. But, like, right at the beginning, trashing an estate into 2 silvers and then using that to buy Courtier is pretty good. But, like, going back and looking at the odds on the gifts, or the boons, I wonder if I can actually do this. Boons. So, yeah, so Earth's Gift, to, like, pick up a silver was, like, good enough to, like, from a payload standpoint, to then be able to get Courtier. Field's Gift, you maybe can afford Courtier. It's not a given, so, like, that's a little bit risky. Flame's Gift is still good, even though you don't, like, it doesn't immediately help you hit Courtier, but if you, like, the way I had trashed, I had 5 coins exactly in my deck. So, like, and a Cemetery and an estate. So, like, if I trash one of my 2 green cards with Flame's Gift, then it's that much more likely that I just hit 5 with the 5. Well, it's Haunted Mirror and 4 coppers. I was going to say 5 coppers. So that works pretty well. Forest Gift, again, like, Forest Gift, Field's Gift, basically the same. You can, I mean, with those gifts, you can afford to have 1 green card in hand, which is, like, you're not super likely to have the second one in hand, I guess. Maybe that's not true. I don't know. Moon's Gift didn't really do much. It wasn't super relevant. Mountain's Gift, obviously, gain a silver, basically the same as Earth's Gift. River's Gift can help you hit 5 that way. So, and Sea's Gift, same thing. Sky's Gift obviously worked. That was the one that I got after I got Moon's Gift or Sun's Gift or whatever I got the first time. Swamp's Gift can actually help because you get the Wisp draws, like, an extra card, almost certainly. Wind's Gift would work because you have the 2 green cards, you draw, discard, and now you still have 5 cards in hand, and they're well, I guess, you know, there's the Blessed Village as well, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So basically, the only things that don't really advance the plan are, like, Moon's and Sun's Gifts. Like, almost everything else does something. So I actually got pretty unlucky. I was underestimating how many of these were helpful. I was thinking, like, the draw gifts weren't good, but actually, I mean, there's obviously, as I said before, with any of seas, fields, rivers, forests, swamps, I guess, like, there's a possibility, well, not so much swamps, because swamp is, like, a permanent effect, but, like, with those, there's a possibility that it doesn't do enough. the turn that you get it, and then so you haven't really made progress if it ends up not doing enough. Like if you end up with having basically if you end up having both of your green cards in hand, then those gifts aren't enough to overcome that. But if you only have one green card in hand, they are. Yeah, and obviously once you go for the second Blessed Village, you're almost guaranteed to get a relevant gift at that point. So yeah, I think my line actually was better, and I didn't realize actually how much better it was. Because the thing with the trader line is you do have to collide the trader with the estate, and then you have to have another turn where you then like draw up the silvers, which your deck is a little bit fatter. Although if you do manage to collide the trader with the estate and you alms for cemetery and clean out some more junk, then you probably are looking pretty good. But yeah, the temptation to like trash cemetery into 4 silvers, I think, was a mistake. Anyway, so off to a good start. Long match, but I will take results for sure. I don't have any matches scheduled for now, but I'm sure I will be playing more soon enough. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.